Every time a team sheet drops, the same question appears. Why are the same names starting again? Why isn't there more rotation? Why are certain players never rested, even when the schedule looks brutal? For Arsenal, this question comes up almost every week. From the outside, it feels simple. The squad looks deep. There are good players on the bench, so why not rotate more? Why not spread the minutes? The answer is more complicated than it seems, and it has less to do with stubbornness and more to do with how modern football actually works. Rotation sounds easy when looking at names on paper. Swap one winger for another, rest a defender, give a midfielder a break. But football at the highest level is not built on names alone. It is built on timing, trust, and relationships between players. Arsenal play a system that depends on small details. The distance between players matters, the timing of runs matters. One player moving a second too late can break an entire move. When fans ask for heavy rotation, they are often asking the team to risk those connections. Is it worth losing control in key matches just to rest legs? Another major issue is injuries. Rotation works best when everyone is fit. That has not been the case. Arsenal have dealt with stretches where multiple first-choice players were unavailable at the same time. When that happens, rotation stops being a choice and becomes a reaction. Instead of resting players, the manager is forced to protect what is left. If two defenders are injured, the remaining ones cannot be rotated freely. If one midfielder is carrying the load, there is no safety net. Have you noticed how rotation seems to disappear during injury runs? There is also the problem of drop-off. Squad depth does not mean equal quality. Even strong squads have levels. Some players change games. Others maintain structure but do not raise it. In tight matches, that difference matters. When games are decided by one moment, managers lean toward the players they trust most. Fans may see rotation as fairness. Coaches see it as risk. Would you gamble rhythm in a title race just to make a statement about squad use? The schedule makes things even harder. Arsenal are not just playing once a week. There are league matches, European games, and domestic cups. Travel adds fatigue, recovery time shrinks. The body can only handle so much. But resting players is not as simple as skipping a match. A player who misses too many games can lose sharpness. Match fitness is not the same as training fitness. Sit out too long and timing disappears. Press too late, miss a duel. Lose confidence, is resting always the same as protecting? There is also the style of play to consider. Arsenal's system demands constant movement, pressing after losing the ball, quick recovery runs, high concentration. This is not a low-energy style. It asks a lot from players every minute they are on the pitch. That is why some players look tired even when they are technically fit. But that same system also relies on understanding. Players must know where teammates will be before looking up. Rotation interrupts that understanding. Change too many pieces and the machine stutters. Have you noticed how the press looks weaker when unfamiliar combinations play together? Another factor is timing within the season. Early rounds of cups feel like chances to rotate. Later rounds feel dangerous. League games near the top of the table feel like must-wins. European nights bring their own pressure. Managers read the calendar differently than fans do. A match that looks routine on paper may be a key moment for momentum. Dropping points once can change how the next 5 games feel. Is rotation worth the risk when confidence is on the line? Fans often compare Arsenal to teams that rotate heavily, but those teams usually have years of stability or even deeper benches. They also rotate within patterns. The system stays the same even when players change. Arsenal are still building that level of automatic movement. Rotation works best when replacements know the role perfectly. When they do not, small errors appear. A missed press here, a late run there. Over 90 minutes, those moments add up. There's also the issue of leadership on the pitch. Certain players organize others. They talk constantly. They adjust positions. When those players sit out, communication drops. Young or fringe players may have the talent, but they may not control the game. That control is invisible on highlight clips, but it is critical. Without it, games become chaotic. Is chaos really the right environment to test heavy rotation? Then there is pressure. Arsenal are no longer chasing quietly. Expectations are high. Every result is judged. Every lineup choice is questioned. Managers feel that pressure too. When mistakes happen after rotation, criticism is louder. When mistakes happen with the strongest lineup, they are easier to defend. This does not mean fear controls decisions, but it does shape them. Would you risk a storm of criticism when margins are already tight? Training load also matters. A player who does not start a match still trains, often harder. Extra conditioning, extra drills, their bodies are still under stress. Rest is not always as complete as fans imagine. The idea of a fully fresh bench player is sometimes a myth. They may be rested from minutes, but not from workload. That makes rotation less powerful than it looks. Injuries complicate planning even more. A manager may plan to rotate in 3 games' time. Then an injury hits. Suddenly that plan disappears. Players who are meant to rest now have to play again. Fans see the outcome, but not the original plan. From the outside, it looks like refusal to rotate. Inside, it looks like survival. Another hidden factor is how opponents prepare. Teams study patterns. They know which players trigger presses, which ones receive the ball under pressure. When Arsenal rotate, opponents adjust quickly. They target weaker links. They press new players harder. This makes rotated lineups feel more fragile. A small drop in quality becomes a big tactical problem. Does it sometimes feel like rotated teams are attacked more aggressively? There is also the issue of trust earned over time. Players who start regularly have proven they can handle pressure. They have delivered in big moments. That trust is hard to replace. Rotation requires belief that others can do the same. Until that belief is earned in competitive matches, rotation remains limited. Training performances help, but they are not the same as match pressure. Fans often say rotation prevents injuries. Sometimes that is true, sometimes injuries happen anyway. Soft tissue injuries can appear suddenly. Contact injuries cannot be planned for. A rested player can get injured in their first game back. A tired player can play 10 games without issue. There is no perfect formula. Decisions are made with information, not certainty. Would fans accept rotation more if injuries still happened? There is also the long-term view. Managers build habits. They teach patterns. They rely on repetition. Too much rotation slows that process. Arsenal are still refining their identity. They are not at the stage where the system runs itself. That means the strongest group plays more often. As understanding deepens, rotation usually increases. It is a process, not a switch. The frustration fans feel is understandable. Watching tired legs late in games is painful. Seeing the same players start every week raises concerns. But rotation is not just about fairness or freshness. It is about control, trust, and timing. Arsenal are walking a narrow path. Push too hard toward rotation and results suffer. Push too hard toward stability and fatigue builds. Neither choice is simple. So when the lineup looks familiar again, it is because the cost of change is high. The margin for error is small. Every decision carries weight. Rotation is not avoided because it is unpopular. It is limited because the game demands it. If this made the lineup choices clearer, hit like so more fans see it. Subscribe for calm, honest Arsenal analysis. And comment, should rotation still change, or is this the reality right now?